To learn computer networking, subscribe to my channel Code with Shalini. In previous video, we have seen what is client server model, what is CAN, MAN, SAN, and in today's topic, we learn what is TCP/IP layer. So before going further, TCP/IP layer contains is divided into four different types. So application layer, transport layer, internet layer, network interface layer. So this is a client process and this is the server process. Server process runs continuously and in the infinite loop. It just waits for the client process to receive the information or the request, and the sequence is also given as the how data is transmitted from in between the layers. So before going further, so the data will be present in the application layer. So in the transport layer, IP port number of receiver and the transmitter will be attached to the data. So here the port number will be attached to the data, and in the internet layer, IP address of the client process and the IP address of the server process will be attached to the data. In the network interface layer, MAC address of the receiver as well as transmitter will be attached to the data, and also error checking methods will be attached. So in the application layer, the data is known as data, and in the transport layer it is called as segment, and in the internet layer it is known as packet, and in the network interface layer it is known as frame. So when the information gets transmitted, the data will get transmitted from the application layer to transport layer. The port number will be added in the transport layer, that will encapsulated with the port number, and further in the internet layer, IP addresses will be encapsulated. IP address, port number, and the data will be encapsulated and it will be sent to the network interface layer. Here in the network interface layer, MAC address and the error checking methods will be encapsulated along with the IP address, port number, and the data. So it will be sent through the network adapter, which is a physical medium, to the DCE data communication equipment, and from there it will be sent to the server process. The server process network interface layer receives the frame which contains MAC address, error checking methods, IP address, port number, and the data. It will get transmitted to the internet layer. So here IP address and the error checking methods will be cleared, and then the data will be transmitted to the internet layer where the IP address are checked, and then the only IP data and the port number will be transmitted to the transport layer. Here the information is known as segment, and again the application layer will be receiving only the data. The decapsulation will happen at the server process, and the encapsulation method will be happening at the client process, and this entire process is known as TCP/IP layer.